in Japan,
sorry, just repeating the similar things. But I don't expect the Japanese government will employ good programming classes in schools because at university I'm taking teacher's license course and it's about English. But as I major in English and I think Japanese education of English is strange. I think it's natural so few people can speak English after learning 6 years. And I think the same thing will happen in programming education. And what I learned in the education classes was like so many English the professors of English education know what's the problem of the English education in Japan. But the reason it can't change is the Japanese government think of the budget and they cut the budget for education. It's so nonsense what the democratic system is collapsing in Japan. So it's a problem. I'm sure the same thing will happen to the programming education. And I went to the high school I graduated from to become an egg teacher, experience teaching English for 2 weeks, and I went to my school and I was more amazed like they are employing iPads for every student, but the teachers don't know how to use them. So I just remember that kind of things. So, it's my comment. And you were talking.
Actually, the one. Oh, is there any comment back? No. Okay. This is the kind of the tips. What we are as a executive director of CoderDojo Japan, what we are doing for the school in Japan is that it's really difficult to change the curriculum from the kind of the writing code by hand to the actual coding. But what we are now is separating the roles. The school role is kind of just introducing the programming, like from, for example, Scratch, the visual programming languages. But the more details from the writing in the JavaScript or Ruby is a role of the CoderDojo or similar communities outside the school. So that's what we are doing as a CoderDojo Japan for the school is separating the role. You don't have to teach about JavaScript in detail, but just pass. If there is a student who are interested in programming more, is just passing them to the CoderDojo or other kind of HackRab communities. Then that's the kind of the reduce the burden to on the teachers, because the teachers really hard and busy, so that they have no time to learn more about programming. So that's kind of the separating. That's what we are doing in Japan.
I think that we need that in the United States too. I think the way I think the reason why programming education in schools is going to be bad is not because it's particularly hard to teach programming. I think that education in general in schools is really bad at getting students excited about things. Like we are really good at beating the curiosity out of kids. And I think that's a really complex problem. That is a systemic problem. And I think that's going to be true for any subject you introduce, whether it's math, whether it's science, whether it's something else. And to actually change the systemic incentives that allow that to happen is not something that like we can do. I mean, we can be a small part of a much bigger tidal wave of people trying to do that, but for our specific initiatives, for specifically teaching programming well, we can't make that the goal. We need to figure out how can we do it despite the system. And I mean, Hack Club is a way of bringing good programming education directly inside of high schools. And I think the role that CoderDojo can play is, well, like, how do we do that outside of schools too, right? I think that we need to like just assume that the programming education class in schools is not going to be great, and like provide as much support as we possibly can to still make sure that like young people get really excited about this stuff outside of the classroom.